I'm going to check the font sizes of my previous lines to make sure they're the correct font size. The award-winning line is set to a font size of 14. The lessons line is set to a font size of 16. I don't have to highlight, I just have to click on it. I highlight my bullet line, ensure that's a font size of 24. And the last line of text is to a font size of 22. I'm going to click before lesson options and press enter so I have extra room to insert my picture. I'm going to go to insert, my pictures button, look for the surfing picture that we downloaded with the zipped file, insert. My picture is extremely large, it's an extremely large default, so I'm going to right click on the picture, go to size and position and click. I'm going to uncheck mark lock aspect ratio, because lock aspect ratio is going to change the height and width at the same time. Instead of using the up and down arrow keys, I'm just going to type the size that I want. I picked 2 by 2, so that will help me to get it on one page. You don't have to pick 2 by 2, but it helps to get it on one page. With the picture still selected, I'm going to go to the Home tab, click on Center to get the picture in the center of the document. Now I want to decrease some extra spacing. So I'm going to go to the paragraph checkbox. I'm going to change the after spacing to 0 point. So it's going to squish my picture in there a little bit better, a little bit closer, getting on one page. I'm going to click right here before my Smart Art graphic, removing that blank line. Now award-winning school and the Smart Art graphic are really close together, so we don't want them that close. So I'm going to make sure with my cursor on my award-winning line, I'm going to increase. I'm going to increase the spacing. Notice there's extra cushioning now after that line. Now I'm going to click on my blank line there. I'm going to remove that blank line. Notice how close the picture and the Smart Art graphic are now. With the picture selected, I'm going to change my spacing so it is a little bit further apart so it isn't as squished together. Now I'm going to select the Smart Art graphic and I'm going to resize it down so it isn't as tall so I can get more lines of text at the bottom. And you see I have a blank line there after my word art, so I remove that blank line. Now notice my last line is still on a page by itself. I'm going to now make my Smart Art graphic not as tall. And notice now all I have is just that one line at the bottom, so I'm going to remove that extra blank line. And now I have all my flyers successfully on one page. Keep just tinkering with extra spacing, blank lines, etc. to get it on one page.